the next thing that have happened was a non-Muslim classmate would ask me about my khima. I wouldn't even call it even a hijab, because hijab is full covering, right? So she would ask me, she would say, hey, what is that thing on your head? And I would tell her, oh, it's, my khimar, it's my hijab. And she would say, oh, but why do you wear that? And I, would respond to her that it's just cultural, it's my culture, and that's just what we do. And then, she would push back and say, but what is the meaning behind that? What does it signify? What do you want people to know when you put that thing on? And I had no answer, and I never even thought about it. I never even, like I said, hijab was just was just born into it, right? It's just what people do, right? And that was the beginning of my journey. So even though I wore hijab since I was a little girl, I tell people that my journey started in 9th grade, because that's when I learned about the hijab. That's when I learned about Islam. And anyways, her constantly questioning me about the hijab and kind of she was waiting for an answer. Like, she was genuinely waiting for an answer the following day. And the day after that, I felt, like I have to find an answer for her. And I got curious as well. So I went to my aunt, who knew the deen much more than anybody I knew at the time. And she talked about that the hijab is, is a sign that we are believers, that it's an ayah in the Quran, that we need to, cover ourselves with loose clothes. We need to cover our chest. We need to cover our neck. We need to appear a Muslim. Like, that's what Muslims are. Like, that's what Muslim woman is to be modest. And Allah loves those who are very modest. And I love that, right? But what I loved it even more was she talked about Allah, because like I said, I did not know who Allah was, other than the fact that He was our creator. She talked about His qualities. She corrected a lot of misconceptions that I had about the deen, and she tells me it's not wrong to go camping. It's not wrong to sleep over a friend's house. It's not wrong to swim, and in fact that is a must, that you need to learn to swim. You need to learn how to ride a horse, and so many things that she have corrected for me. I began to fall in love with the deen. Every single day, wallahi, every single day for I think 3 to 4 months, I would go to her house, and I'm serious, like every single day I would go to her house, and we would have some tea, we would have some sweets, and we just talk about Islam. That's it. And I just, mashallah, may Allah reward my aunt, may Allah reward the Puerto Rican convert sister, may Allah reward the non-Muslim who kind of questioned me about my religion and hijab, because that's where my journey actually began. And alhamdulillah, and now I am niqabi, which this is something I've never even imagined in my life. And my journey still continues, because I do feel like I need to still, cover up more. I don't know what the journey is still, it continues somehow.